Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your November reading. We have a total lunar eclipse taking place on the 8th of November. This is taking place in Taurus, and we also had a solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th of October. So this is impacting your 5th and 11th houses, and these are the most impactful times here. Of course, there are other astrological impacts, but this would be the principal energy. And we also have Mars, which is retrograde in Gemini. That's a major deal for our personal sense of willpower, strength, and stamina as well. So let's see how all of this is playing out for you in the month of November. We have harvest with the third quarter moon. So you're reaping the rewards of certain efforts that you have put in, and you're seeing that you are on the right path. And at the same time, there is an evaluation energy as well, where you're seeing how much you're getting from the amount of effort you've put in. And you're like, okay, so there are some efforts that have not paid off. And then it is up to you whether you want to keep doing that and kind of keep faith and patience for it to show up, or you want to change trajectory in some way. Okay, your tarot cards, we have the Hanged Man. This has been coming up a lot for a lot of the zodiacs, not all of them, but yeah. Okay, so this is about rest and reflection as well. This is about illumination, new awareness, looking at things from a different perspective, hanging back, observing, heightened perceptivity and observation skills as well. Okay, then we have Page of Swords. This can be some conversations you're having, but this also feels like, as the imagery suggests, kind of reading things, having many ideas, having many conversations, doing other things. There's a sort of multitasking energy here. But with the Hanged Man, I don't feel it too much in terms of multitasking, but it seems like there's a lot going on in your mind, and you might be communicating that with someone who's closer to you, but it's not something you're doing very out in the world. You could be reading and learning up on new skills, brushing up on old topics, things like that, which is kind of expanding your knowledge base. You're also very curious to explore different ideas around this time, but you're doing that by yourself, I feel. Okay. Then we have the Strength card, which is connected with Leo. You could have some Leo placements, or someone close to you, or someone you are interacting with more regularly, like even at the workplace. Does not have to be someone super close to you personally. Could have Leo placements or fire signs, mainly Leo though. But the Strength card symbolizes courage, boldness, and stamina and strength as well, as the word says. It is about finding that equal balance between the ego self and the spiritual self. It's not, it's not about doing a lot of work all the time. All right, that work has to be aligned for a specific purpose. It needs to have a goal. It needs to, all of that, all the things that Capricorn symbolizes, right? It has to have ambition. So I feel like you definitely have a lot of tenacity this month. You're also very gentle and patient with yourself and your surroundings. Fortune favors the brave and the bold. That's what I hear when I see this card. And at the same time, you're not pushing yourself beyond your limits. It's not about competition this month, especially when Mars is retrograde, and Mars being the planet of competition. But you still have a lot of fire in you, and you are channeling that towards your passions. Next, we have the Ace of Cups. That's gorgeous because it's been a while since I saw this card. So the Ace of Cups is about unconditional love. It is about harmony with your environment, clear communication with the universe, connecting with loved ones from a very pure state. There is an innocence and purity around you. You are exuding it, and therefore you have a very calm and charming aura as well this month. You are attracting people who mean well for you, who can connect with you very deeply. And you're also keeping your heart open. You might have some creative ideas and insights that are fueling you, kind of giving you this new burst of emotions, and you want to channel that and make something out of it. And I really like that the Strength card has a heart pendant right next to it. right? And why? Because Leo is connected with the heart. So opening the heart, that's something really loud and clear in your reading. And speaking of art and artistic endeavors, we have the Page of Cups, which is again a very youthful vibe, who has a lot of emotions, has a lot of hope, and can be a little bit naive, but given that you're a Capricorn, I doubt it. But yeah, it comes with that warning. Also with the Page of Swords, it can be that there is an inflated sense of confidence in what we know, because the page does not know as much, but is learning so many things that it feels as though it has already conquered and learned a lot. But then there's also infinite amounts of information out there that it has not encountered yet. Its excitement is totally contagious, but it should not fall into the fallacy that it knows everything. Same thing with the Page of Cups. It is super inspired and others are inspired by you. This is again giving that innocent and charming aura, but at the same time believing that, this is, I don't know, there is a... I'm not saying that all of you are going to fall into this trap. It's just the warnings that come with the cards. I'm just letting you know. But it can be a little bit delusional, wearing, rose-colored glasses and seeing someone better than how they are. So in that case, you miss out on their flaws, or actually the flaws do not matter. But even if they don't matter right now, they can down the line when kind of reality catches up, right? But it is an excellent card to get when we're talking about intuition, your spiritual body and connection, manifestation. It's also great with connecting with different people emotionally. Nice time to attract someone into your romantic life or your friendship circle, anyone that you want to open up to. Okay, wow. Very open-hearted, open-minded time for you this month. We have celebrate your wins. There can be a renewal of faith as well. If you're generally quite serious, as Capricorn is symbolic of, this is a very nice break for you where you're just daydreaming and doing something that you enjoy. You're taking rest with the Hanged Man here, taking some time off from people that don't resonate with you, from, tasks, routines, and schedules and things like that. And you're just doing what makes you happy. So celebrate your wins is bringing you success and acknowledgement of the efforts that you have put in. You're being recognized more in your surroundings. That with the harvest, with the third quarter moon that we saw earlier, just is emphasizing the same thing, that you're reaping the rewards of the seeds you have sown earlier. Corresponds with the Six of Wands energy, which again talks about reputation and public status. We have befriend the word polarize. Okay, so Page of Swords can also talk about some disagreements you can have based on different ideas, differences in opinions and ideas. So befriend the word polarize is saying that opposition is not a problem. It does not mean it's a resistance, nor is it a judgment on you or your opinion. Yes, it may seem like it because everyone's quite passionate about their opinion, but just the opposition itself is not the biggest problem. At the core of opposition, the intention of it is to basically show us a different perspective. So when you make friends with everything that is not you, you are welcoming a lot more within you, right? So someone who's very passionate and they just absolutely dislike everybody who takes it easy, who takes a break, etc. They're basically saying that I can't take a break, I cannot relax, right? It's a completely different identity to what they identify themselves with. But if they're like, well, I am generally passionate, but I would love to learn how to relax. And since you are an expert at relaxing, could you please teach me or show me how? Or how do you think? How do you, adjust your routines to find more flexibility, things like that. So I feel like you're learning from the different opinions and oppositions. It's up to you to keep your mind open, and you are keeping your heart and mind open, I would say. So if you have been having a hard time with oppositions and polarity, then this will be the month when you kind of consolidate that within you and you welcome it with open arms and heart. But yeah, there will be differences in opinion this month. and it is up to you how you want to take it. And of course, things can be expressed a little bit better on both sides generally. Instead of getting very, very hyped up about one thing and sticking to that no matter what, we can just keep an open mind and see what the other side is saying. And then, it is up to us whether we want to absorb that difference in opinion or do we want to neglect it. Because everything is not going to resonate with everyone, and that's completely fine. We just need to come from a place of respect here. Okay, so we have the spark of hustle. This is talking about hard work and determination, focus, steadfastness. It's passion and excitement as well. So while you are... Okay, another message I'm getting is that a lot is going on and you're having to have a lot of strength to get through those things. So multitasking might be taking place here, but what you are wanting is a break. Okay, you want to take some time off, you want to have meetings from your home, for example, or you don't want to have meetings at all. So you want to get over with all the tasks you must do so that you can take a longer break or spend a longer weekend, something like that. And instead you want to focus on hustling towards things that are more meaningful to you, that spark a sense of excitement and joy, hope, optimism, all of those things. Okay, then what do we have? We have you are epic, and this corresponds to the Emperor energy, where you're recognizing your worth, you are respecting your time and energy, resource, the place that you are. You are also being respected by the people around you, and in turn you are respecting others as well. You're making space and time for your self-development, for your sense of peace and happiness as well. You are liking yourself a lot more this month. You have proven yourself worthy time and time again, but this month once more you will be seeing a sign of that. And yeah, basically your sense of self-worth is up leveling. I love the yellow and the orange going on here. There is you have stamina, you have willpower, and you're also filled with motivation, but you want to channel that towards something that is more meaningful to you. We have spectrum coming up next. I'm just going to put these cards and then we'll talk about it. We have star, which is that hopes and aspirations connected with your 11th house. We have matter, that's connected with the earth sign, which you are, and talks about the material reality, finances and career. We have proton, which is about, I was going to say protein for some reason. I'm like, wait, that's not right. This is the cosmos oracle. Why would you have protein here? Okay, so proton talks about positive energy, positive vibes, and again, openness to different ideas, different circumstances. When you're open, you're going to attract open-minded people as well. So your engagement with them is also going to be coming from a more respectful space. With spectrum here, again, talking to me about color and creativity and passion and life, okay? Some of you are really taking a break. Perhaps the first half of the month is more active, and then you're like, okay, I'm done. I've done enough. I'm gonna go now. The project is over. I'm gonna take some time to myself and recuperate my energy. And instead you could be taking a vacation. You might be connecting with your spiritual self a little bit deeper, kind of again, clarifying to yourself what your bigger goals are and how you can get to those points. And you're doing so from a very open-minded perspective, like I've repeated many, many times already. And that positive mindset is, again, attracting material resources towards you and also the right people. Okay, your blessings this month, we have choices, knowledge, and illumination. Okay, that is kind of corresponding with the Hanged Man energy as well. And the choices, I feel you keep making choices anyway, all of us do. But this month here, you're thinking about what can you focus on, what is giving you that drive, and how can you expand your knowledge in that area? How can you bring more prosperity and growth in that particular area than kind of reacting to the circumstances that present themselves to you. Love at first sight and proud spirit. Yeah, there's a very good chance that you'll be attracting some new people here. 5th house talks about dating, 11th house talks about friends. So you could be dating a friend with whom you had a sort of gray area relationship with already. But you can also talk about having fun with some friends as well, and you're just having a really wonderful time. Okay, and okay, we have two more cards. So immersion and intuition. Yeah, with the Cups energy, I said your spiritual body, right? And that spiritual body now contains intuition. And immersion is again talking about that kind of sinking back. I'm getting a sinking back and distancing yourself from all that is coming towards. Like, nope, I'm gonna just slink back in my chair and I'm gonna mind my own business. This is my space. I don't want disturbances. This is it, okay? If you have anything to talk about work, no thank you, okay? I'm not available. Something like that, where you're really actively distancing yourself to come close to your own essence. You want to come home to yourself in some capacity. And we have cheerfulness as well, which is again very happy and good times, good cheer that I was getting earlier with the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. So it can be with the Page of Swords as well, discussion of ideas with people who are close to you, or you're finding new people based on common ideas as well, and you might be starting off on discussions and debates with these people or this person. It can also be that you're loving what you do. It does not have to always involve people, right? So you're liking what you do, and you're loving how you're unleashing your creativity. You're also liking that you're able to apply your knowledge and awareness in a different format. You're perhaps gathering a lot of ideas and inspiration as well to make something new. Now that you're seeing that you're on the right track, it is kind of filling you up with even more zest. The pages can also symbolize a new beginning of something. Kind of, you're in the beginner stage of something. Let's say you're in the first year of college, master's, bachelor's, whatever. You're in the first year, so there's still a lot more to come. And so far, it looks good. So far, you're excited, and there's a lot to do. You're excited to meet the new people, the new teachers, or do the projects that you're excited about, so on and so forth. So it's that beginner stage where you're going to be mentored by other people who are much more experienced, but you're so open that you're almost absorbing the lessons of other more experienced individuals. And if you are already more experienced and you're learning something by yourself, then you're making use of your past experiences to make sense of your future knowledge that you're acquiring. Okay, let's see your astro dice. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. November, please. We have Saturn and Virgo and first house. Okay. Saturn is your ruler. So again, this is about after hard work, Saturn will reward you in spades. Okay, that's just how it operates for each and every person. And for you, since it's your ruler, Capricorn is kind of characterized by the Saturnian energy as well. Virgo is all the good work, the hard work, the perfectionist tendencies, the attention to details, all of those things that you've done, the projects that are coming your way and you're working towards, it is going to pay off with extreme rewards. Saturn is kind of, you do the work, do the grunt work, and I will reward you in luxuries. It is stable growth that is very assuring, right? Especially for an earth sign. Whatever this acknowledgement, this new beginning, or the stage that you're in is going to have really materially indulgent rewards, whether you're already experiencing some of it already, or you're going to experience it in the month of November and down the line. The more you're determined and however much you focus into your work or your ambitions, you're going to get the rewards that match up to that vibe. But Saturn is all about that brutal honesty, being honest with yourself. Have you really done your best? He's going to ask. Okay, and you are going to be answerable for that. No one else can answer it for you, not even Saturn. It's just about how truthful can you be with yourself. But at the same time, Virgo is mutable here, and it could be that you're being honest with other people, and that shows that openness and innocence, but you might be lacking in tact. You know, in a way, For example, when we talk to new people, they don't really know how we communicate, so they might misunderstand certain things that we say, but we're coming off with the best of intentions, right? So this Page of Swords can give that misunderstanding vibe as well. So it's important to clarify and also be very concise with what you are saying. But Virgo is very adjusting and compromising, so you're not having a problem because of this. It can just be a moment of, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it well, or I didn't say it correctly enough, something like that. The self-development, taking some time for yourself, that's the first house. Could be that you're revising your ambitions, like I said earlier, and now you're thinking about, okay, so where can I put my next efforts? How can I be more of service? How can I better my physical health and well-being? Strength can talk about physical fitness as well. This is yoga, meditation with the Hanged Man. These type of more flowy activities, dancing, art, expression, all of these things that help amplify other parts of ourselves that we generally miss. So you're paying attention to the lesser emphasized parts within your life this month. So that's what I have for you, Capricorns. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the reading resonated and helps you out. Let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe as well. It really helps grow the channel. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. Make sure to check your zodiac-specific eclipse readings. It'll get a lot more into the Taurus and Scorpio axis and how that is impacting you for the coming 6 months. I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.